Hello and welcome back to day 2 of the Toy Unboxing Advent Calendar. And we are kicking off today with a look at Transformers Legacy United Galvatron. That's right, it's the repaint of Armada Megatron in his, later on in Transformers Armada colors. So let's crack him open. This should be a straightforward one to check out. I've not actually seen Armada myself. I do know that Megatron gets like the power-up partway through the series. And, you know, becomes Galvatron in the US series there, of course, obviously. In Micron Legend, the Takara version, it was still like just Megatron all the way throughout all the power-ups. And then they saved the name Galvatron for Energon, where he actually got a body that resembled G1 Galvatron. But yeah, let's get this guy open and let's take a look and see what he got. Liberate him from the packaging. And a couple more cuts. And he should just about be out. Oh, I missed a cord. Alright. Now let's get him out of his box. And to do that, I guess we're going to have to just feed the cannon through here. Like so. And there we have it. We've got Galvatron here. He's got his little gun accessory here, which just, plugs into the turret back there. And yeah, bring the heel spurs out. Stand him up. And then just bring his gun around. And there we have it. We have Armada Galvatron in his robot mode. Yeah, he cuts a pretty imposing figure here. And you can see here that there are a few tweaks from the initial release there for Megatron. He does in fact have a new face. Here's the Armada Megatron new face just to compare. This one's got a more neutral face to it, whereas this one has like a more aggressive scowling face. It's pretty cool. Also, it does look like that they glued on the antennae on this one here. On the Armada Megatron one, they are not glued on, and I believe they were in fact in a separate baggie. But this one here, they are absolutely glued on. So you don't need to worry about them popping off, which is kind of nice. Anyway, yeah. Head posability. Can pretty much, ball joint around. A little bit of up and down, not a lot. Shoulders are an interesting situation because, again, like Megatron, these shoulder pads are locked. It's similar to what they did for, G2 Prime as well, too. Where in order to... He does have shoulders, but you have to actually move up the shoulder pad to adjust it. So, mileage may vary there. Anyway, up, down, side to side. And then, wrists around like that. We do have waist articulation. It's restricted a little bit by this, but I mean, that's going to happen. Let's see. Swivels around like that. Some really good clicky joints here in the knees. Really strong knee joints. Very nice. Very good posability there. And then, of course, we got ankle tilts. And if it's like the Armada one, those are actually a bit tricky to get out initially, but it's not too bad. So yeah, we can get him in some good poses here, where he is just properly aggressive and just mugging the camera in, an aggressive enemy antagonistic shot. Again, here he is next to Armada Megatron, just for the sake of comparison's sake. You can see that the colors do make a huge difference. But yeah, it's functionally the same mold. I think, honestly, I'm not sure which one I like more. I really like the head sculpt on this one a lot more. It's just got more energy to it. Like, he feels, like a very energetic figure here. So anyway, next up, of course, we need to transform this guy. So let's do that. Transforming him to his alt mode should go pretty straightforward. Just a matter of, getting everything elevated. believe it's fairly similar to the original toy. I've honestly never owned the original toy, so I can't actually speak to it. But yeah, it's a pretty straightforward transformation on this guy here. Just, bring the arms up in there. Arms up in there, close those up. These are going to pivot up as well. And honestly, I will say as well too, the shoulders definitely feel like they lock in a little better than on the Armada Megatron, which is nice. Because that one, the shoulders were a little loose. I mean, we'll see what I think in a second, but yeah, those go up there. This also folds up there. Just that secures the shoulders up here. This panel here is, this panel here we want to bring down. And we want to bring this bit out here, and that's going to just come up and cover the face. Like that. As for the legs, let's see. Legs open up, and they're going to store things. So I'm just trying to remember how that goes exactly. Right. Yeah, legs open up. And then, then we can just bring them up like so. I guess we are going to want to swivel the waist as well, too. Like so. So bring these up like that. These are going to secure here in order to just peg everything together. And then, we're going to want to bring these feet down. Bring these feet down. I guess this comes all the way back up, and then we can lock all this stuff in place. Like that. And then it's just a matter of, just bring the gun into place. And, we are pretty much done now. This is it. This is Galvatron in his tank mode. Tank mode articulation is, we've got like a tank turret that almost moves 360. Not quite, but almost. Goes up and down like that. It has this gun here that can pivot around. The gun can be removed. But yeah, it's just got a fairly standard gun like that there. It's got, ports where you would have minicons on the original. I don't think it's actually minicon compatible, but I mean, it does have the actual ports in all the places you would expect. And like the Armada one, they also did the weird choice here in the paint apps of only painting half of this bit here. Whereas like on the original toy, this entire bit would have been this gold color. Instead on this one, it's just over here. But I mean, he quite frankly looks really good in tank mode. It's a nice clean tank mode. It's solid. It rolls. I mean, what's there to say about it other than it's a solid Galvatron? Oh, that's right. There is one more thing to say about this guy. As I insinuated, there is one more thing we do need to talk about with this toy, and that is his gimmick. When this toy originally came out with the original version of it, we didn't know if they were going to be doing anything like a tidal wave or something like that, if he was going to have that functionality that the original had there, where, the original was capable of combining with tidal waves, combining with tidal wave in order to form a big, massive, behemoth character there with added armor. And they did keep that functionality on this new Megatron. The original Armada toy did have this gimmick here, where you could bring this whole thing around here for just a more armored attack mode. But this I didn't show yet because it is the prelude to showing off the tidal wave functionality. So with that said, now that we've got this out of the way, now that we've put him here, let's grab the tidal wave parts from the Titan class figure this year. I already showed these off on my Twitch stream when I got tidal wave, at least for the Armada Megatron. But we're going to do the whole thing of showing off how this all interacts with Galvatron now. So let's see. All right, first we're going to take the boat here, and the boat is going to become his one of his armor pieces. So we're going to take this here. We got a peg over here, and we can plug it in just up here to the very top of his shoulder. We can also plug it into the arm as well, too. You do have that option. I don't think it's going to necessarily be able to support that weight. Yeah, you can see there, it causes the entire thing to sag. But the intent designer-wise, I believe, is to just peg it in over here. And then when you do that, yeah, it should stay up fairly well. We're going to open up these bits here. And we're going to bring all of this stuff open. These are going to come out there. Bring this down. This is also going to come out here. These are going to combine together, and this is going to form his backpack. We have a little peg that pops up there. Plug this into the back like so. And there, now we have his giant backpack. Last but not least, we have this weapon here too. And this one is going to be very similar in that we're just going to bring this down here and plug it in there, except I mixed them up, and this one is actually meant to go in this shoulder. And this one here is meant to go in this shoulder. As you can see, there are some weight issues here. It was the case with Armada Megatron that it did have this weight issues. Splaying these was going to help a little bit, but yeah, that is a little bit of a problem with this toy. Like, you might want to put them like this or something like that, just for the sake of supporting the weight of these. And last but not least, Tidal Wave also comes with these little booties, which we can then slap on Galvatron in order to improve his height. Now he is much more capable of going toe-to-toe with Armada Optimus Prime. These do stay on pretty well. It's just, yeah, the ankle tilts are just knocking him out a little bit. And one thing that is nice is you can tell these were definitely designed with Galvatron in mind. Just if we compare it to Armada Megatron, these boots did not match when we got those two. But now that we have Galvatron here, it actually does look a lot more cohesive. And, well, technically, I guess, if we want to give him even more height, we could extend his waist, too. And, yeah, now he really has some stage presence right here, if you give him that bigger waist. Anyway, that's day 2 of these toy unboxings. And Galvatron, when fully kitted out, is pretty nifty. I just really wish that they had done a better way to design these shoulders so that he could actually support the weight of his add-ons. This is Techno, signing off. Until day 3.